Welcome back to the Bourbon Junkies. I'm Dan. He's Sean.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, we're the Bourbon Bums. I'm Baloney. This is Dougie.
What's going on, everybody?
Dougie, I want to compliment you for every time you come to my house, you're bringing phenomenal bottles of whiskey.
Well, dude, it's like one of those deals where, hey, when you come down to a basement and you're, graced with all the presence of this, you got to bring the heat.
I mean, you're not only bringing heat, you're bringing all of the fire flame emojis possible. Last time you were here, we did the 2023 handy. You gave me a handy.
Yeah, gave you a handy.
And this year, this second time you're here, we have something awesome. So this is the rare character. This is the exceptional series. This is a Bourbon Junkies pick. So shout out Dan and Sean. We're big fans of these guys.
Absolutely.
You're a Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. Yeah, I mean, that's it. If you guys get the chance, go check out their Patreon. It is worth every dollar that I've spent with it. Some of the picks that they pop out and just the content alone. They do cigars too, but the stuff that they get in their picks, top notch.
So I talked to you about this. Rare Character Exceptional Series is something I've been waiting to try for a long time. It's been garnering so much hype. I feel like it started beginning of last year, and it slowly snowballed to where everyone made a video about it. Everyone was talking about it, and I just haven't had a chance to get my hands on it. I haven't even seen it anywhere. And because you're a Patreon, you were able to get your hands on this.
Yeah, I was able to get my hands on it, and I was super pumped when they made the announcement. I was actually surprised that it made it down to my tier. I mean, mostly every single bottle that that they've put up, I've had a shot at, except for one, and that was a stag pick. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
understandable. Yeah,
understandable. But yeah, for the $15 tier, I was able to get on it. Don't get me wrong, I had to be on my shit, and I was there, and I was ready. Had everything. I all logged in, all that good stuff. But the thing that excited me the most about this was a lot of these exceptional series, they're in that 8 to 10 range. This bad boy,
yeah.
Tell them the age statement on this thing.
13 years, 8 months. So this is Kentucky straight malt whiskey, 63.3% alcohol by volume, 126.6 proof, and it is barrel number EM10-62, bottle number 90. So this is bottle number 90 of whom, however, we don't know. I would imagine it's somewhere in for almost 14-year whiskey, no more than 160 bottles, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad at math, but it's right around there. That's a guesstimation.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't know.
So distilled 5/20 of 2010, bottled on January 2024. So this is a fresh bottle.
It is. But man, so when I first got the bottle in the mail, the first thing I was thinking, man, where was I in 2010?
Good question.
I mean, seriously, 2010, I was like, man, I was just freshly starting, my new job. Now I've been there 17 years.
That's crazy. I don't know. I don't remember what I had for lunch. So let alone, you're asking me the wrong thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. 5 years removed from a White Sox World Series.
Oh man.
Now look where we're at.
Yeah, no. Our tagline is talk sports, drink whiskey, but I'm in a good mood right now.
I'm sorry.
Let's not bring it down with White Sox talk. Yeah. Peek behind the curtain. We had a little of this upstairs in our fireplace room. And immediately I said, holy shit, let's go down and film.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm going to pour a little more just for the effect. And selfishly,
take as much as you want.
I'm very excited about it. So thank you, Dougie. Absolutely. Thank you, Dan and Sean. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So immediately when you popped it, I was like, let's let it sit for a little bit. We sat and talked. Everything about this bottle. I said right away, and spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it. Maybe top 5 whiskeys I've ever had. I'm really, really impressed with this bottle of whiskey. So what you had mentioned, 126 proof, and the first time you went for it, you got a little sting in the eye, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So boom. I mean, poured the first one, neck pour right out of the gates. And I think I got my nose in there a little bit too much. I mean, you got the glasses as the blocker, man. But yeah, that little ethanol bit me you know, but I did not mind it because as soon as that thing touched the lips, you know, quote Frank the Tank from Old School.
Yeah.
Once it touched the lips, that was it, man.
So off the nose, like immediately I got like really, really sweet oak. Like, I mean, obviously with close to 14-year-old whiskey, even though it's a malt whiskey, it is oaky in all the right ways.
Yeah.
Off the nose, I really didn't get a lot of fruit. I got more of like the leather, tobacco, baking spice notes to it.
Totally agree.
But then immediately when it hit my lips, I got like dark, like plum or like grape, like the deepest, darkest grapes. And then like
exactly like the very rich fruit.
Yeah, like super rich for like and then leather, tobacco, baking spices up the ass. And I say that in the best ways possible. It's just like I talk about like the tingles and the peppers all over your lips and cheeks and stuff like that. And it was hitting all the right notes. I got a little, I don't know if you get it. I got a little like cola flavor. Like if maybe not like a Coca-Cola, but a Dr. Pepper maybe or something of that note.
I can meet you there. The one thing that I would say about this thing, besides the legs, because she got nice legs, that finish. The finish
for days.
It just lasts forever. I mean, as we were even coming down the stairs and I took my last sip upstairs, I was like, I'm still getting more.
No,
I mean, it just doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop, and it's warm and it's inviting. It's got all of the baking spices again, like black pepper. And then like you smack your lips and then you just get little bits of grape and little bit of different things. I know a lot of people are like turned off by when you say like it's leathery, but it is like leathery in a really great way.
Absolutely. I keep wanting to do like the old breath check just to see if I can get some more flavors out of this thing, you know? But I know Dan was saying in his basically explanation of this whole thing was this was one of his bunker picks, which means that comes with high regards.
Yeah.
And the thing that made me nervous about it was I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know, like, is it going to live up to expectation? Because when you hear that from like a guy of his status of tasting palates and everything like that, and all the stuff that he's tasted, it set the bar so freaking high that I was like, man, I just hope I'm not disappointed. I wasn't disappointed.
No, and
this thing rocks.
The fact that it's not a bourbon, it's not a rye, it's a straight malt whiskey. I've been a fan of like some malted ryes from Smoke Wagon and New Riff. I am a fan of more of the malted things, but this is a level unto its own. It's. I mean, I don't know how much. I mean, I could just sit here and praise it all day, but like A+. Like, there's no other grade to give it. I don't think. So, what do you said you paid $150 for it?
It was right in that range.
Worth every single damn penny.
Yeah, no, it lights out. So I know Rare Character doesn't do their own distillates and everything like that. Has there been? And I know you were looking this up, like. As I told you, hey, I got this thing, and you're the guy that like goes and digs and stuff like that. Any clues?
So
what it might be, or
so there's a couple people. So there's a guy on TikTok, Kevin C, that is a big fan of Rare Character. He does great videos. And then I did my usual digging on Reddit and things. It sounds like this is a Heaven Hill product.
Okay.
And the only other thing that Heaven Hill does with malt is they did their Parker's Heritage Malt release. But that was at 8 years old. So this is something that maybe they had extras of. And since Rare Character is a non-distilling producer, they were able to age it longer and grab a couple more. And then it's finished in New American Oak. But I could see it being, I mean, it's right up there with like all the Heaven Hill Parker's Heritage releases. And even though that's the malt one, it's damn good.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
So that's what I read. I don't know if that's fact or not, but it sounds like a lot of people are saying Heaven Hill.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Heaven Hill products. So yeah, I mean, especially Parker's Heritage, they don't miss.
No,
they really don't. And I mean, I could totally see it, you know, but oh man.
Thank you so much, Dougie. This you're, like I said, you're 2 for 2. You're more than welcome to come anytime. At this point, please come more often.
All right.
I'm drinking some great bourbons every time you're around. So thank you, Dougie. Thank you, Dan and Sean, the Bourbon Junkies. We're big fans. We've always been big fans. And thank you guys. If you can, please like, subscribe, and share all of that fun stuff. It goes a long way with what we're doing. And before we let you go, I'll just leave you with an ad from the head bum in charge, Jason. Again, my mouse is dead. I'm going to play it now. Boom. Let's go. Let's do this.
Are you tired of getting the same old bourbon sitting on the shelf? Looking for something to impress your bourbon friends with? Then head over to Greene Valley Wine Spirits in Bolingbrook and grab one of our single barrel Bourbon Bums store picks. We've got a 9-year Knob Creek bourbon, an 8-year Knob Creek rye whiskey, and our ever popular NULU toasted wheated. That's right, toasted wheated. So head out to Greene Valley Wine and Spirits or message one of the bums. But hurry, because once these bottles go, they're gone forever. Become a Bourbon Bum today.
Thank you guys so much. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.